Guys, this is Marco Yellow, or Landero as you know me from Quora, and apparently I did ask for a request of what should I model on Quora, and the only request that was basically submitted was a flamethrower by Jose Sanchez. So today I'll just be modeling this flamethrower So here we have our default scene. I'm using 2.79, so everything should be fine. So first off, let's just go to top view and hit perspective or orthographic. Alright. Now, quickly import your, well, not quickly. Well, before we start anything, let's hit G at SL. And then let's activate background images. Now, I'm sure you could download this, but you could just, what I just did is I just dragged it to my desktop, so that would work. Alright, so import your images. Alright, so after image has been imported, I actually had to cut that part out because I didn't want anything personal to be revealed. So what you want to do is, well, for starters, this is usually I try to find any images where the entire weapon is usually at like a 90-degree angle, so I could therefore model it, but this is at a really weird angle, so what we're going to do is we're going to have to rotate this by going down here. So I try to use these lines as a guide for you. Let me drag it down there. Just ignore to see through this. I guess that would work. So now that's at a 90-degree angle. Alright. So we can let's switch to full opacity so nothing is really obstructing your view, and just delete that so it's not getting in the way. So now we have everything set up. Sorry, that scared me, OCD. Now we have everything set up. Basically, we're going to start with the receiver, or the flamethrower itself, and then the gas tanks. The gas tanks we might not do. It depends. So yeah, let's get started. So first, select your cube, and by simply right-clicking. Alright, then hit Tab. You go into Edit mode, and then just Start. Then just go to Z to go wireframe. This is quite an efficient method when it comes to modeling anything with a reference image. Actually, before you do that, hit Tab, exit Edit mode, and just make sure and move it by pressing G to make sure it's right there. Alright, now let's get started. So by hitting Edit mode, by hitting Tab, you should be able to go in Edit mode. And then what you should be able to do is select everything with A and then press S to scale everything down. Now, so if I don't have the keys right here, unfortunately that's been hard to obtain. I don't know why I don't have it, but oh well. So deselect everything by pressing A once more, and then hit C, and then to get circle select. You might not see it, I'll show you do. So using the left mouse, select these two, or you can actually use border by pressing B. I guess that would be good too. And just move it so it fits right there. Now, if you want to move something along an axis, you have to press Z, which Z goes this way, but you don't see it since we're in orthographic view. And Y to go this way, this direction, and X go this direction. So what we're going to do is going to select this very point right here and just align it with the reference image, according to the reference image. I should probably warn you guys that this is probably not going to be a high poly model. It's just going to be a game engine friendly model. So yeah. So I'm not going to get high into detail here. I'm just going to go generic on this. Alright. So select these two So select this face or these edges with whatever method you want to use for selecting, and just hit E to extrude. And then drag it all the way up here and just hit the left button or enter. And then drag it along the axis by pressing G and X. Alright, now as you can see here, this is usually curved. Somewhat curved, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add edge loops. Edge loop should be, now to create an edge loop you want to hit Control and R. Now by looking at it, you might need 2 edge loops, so you want to type in 2. And then just hit enter and then hit enter once more. Alright, there you go. Select these 3, which, as again, whatever method you want to selecting, and just move it in. Alright, then select this one and just move it out. Now as you can see here, you should probably move this one higher, so, and just select these faces and just move it up. And select these faces as well and move them up. Now one thing we should probably do is select these bottom faces, select and just select extrude by hitting E, then dragging it down there according to the reference image, and then scale it down by pressing S, and then X to scale on the X-axis, and there you go. Now, now I'm just going to do some minor adjustments to this. Alright, there we go. Alright. So then what we're going to do is we're going to extrude it up this way, and then work over here, and then just proceed this direction. Alright. So extrude by pressing E, I guess. But yeah, of course. Once more, and then select these faces and press E to extrude. Then hit A to unselect it. Then select these 2 vertices. There's actually 2, but you can't see it since we're an orthographic, as again stated. And hit G and Y to go on the vertical axis. Now we're going to add another edge loop by hitting Option R, and then just you can add 1. Select these edges and move them up. Alright, there you go. Alright, now select these edges and just extrude them this way. Now as you can see here, though, it kind of arcs like that, so kind of curves like that, sorry. So just select this vertex and just move it up at this direction. You might have extruded a bit too far, so let's move it back. Alright. So then extrude again by pressing E. And then select these edges and just move them up. Alright. Alright, now extrude this forward. So again, move these up. Move these 2 up as well. Now as you can see here, there's probably like, this is not all one consistent face. There's like multiple levels, as I suppose. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to define these levels. So we're going to select, so go down here and click on that one, which is, and you should probably get, this should be able to come up, which this allows you to select faces like that. So select that face, and actually we need to come in here and scale it down like that. And then select, and then come up, then let's go back to top view, select these faces. Actually before we do so, let's add an edge loop right there. And select these 2 and just scale it down. Alright, there we go. You should probably scale that down. Alright. Now select everything by hitting A and just S, hit S and then Z, scale down this axis, and there we go. We have the receiver mainly covered. Now I guess for any game engine optimization, you want to select these top faces, hit X, and then just select faces. And you should be able to have that up there. Alright. Actually, I'm going to make one minor adjustment here. Select these faces and just move it back. Sorry, you're going to have to adjust everything like throughout your modeling process. And yeah, I guess that's fine too. Alright. So now we're gonna make this huge nozzle and this tube right here. Now, to do that, you want to select these faces once more. And hit Shift S and cursor to select. Then by hitting Shift A, you should target this menu. Hit circle. Now, I guess we're not going to be using. Yeah, I guess we're going to be using a full defined circle, I guess. Alright. Scale down by pressing S and type in. Actually, no. So try to move the center of this to the center of this entire pipe, I guess. And then scale it down by pressing S and just do kind of an estimate like that. Alright. As you can see here, this is not oriented correctly, so hit R and then Y and then just type in 90. It will precisely orient it at a 90-degree angle. Alright. I'm going to top view again. We're going to align this right here. Alright. And then we're going to just extrude it by hitting E and then X, by going X-axis, and then extrude all the way down here. Now we want to make sure that this is actually, as you can see, this is basically connected to the grip. So what you want to do is you want to make sure these two are perfectly aligned. So hit G and X again, and hold on Control and Before doing that, hit Control, Shift, Tab, and this should come up the Snap Element menu. Select Vertex and then hit G, X, and then hold on Control and make sure it snaps to that vertice. Now, I suppose you probably would want to do the same thing here. GX and then hold Control and just snap to the vertice. Now, you guys are probably wondering why this is a different color. That's because the faces are inverted, and that's probably something you do not want within your game. So you want to hit Control and N, and everything should be normal then. By looking at the size of this, we might need to scale this down even further. So select this by hovering over it, press L, then scale it down by hitting X, Z, and hold Control. Same process, hold Control and snap to that vertice. Now, I guess I want you to do this. So select this with L by hovering over a vertice, and then basically just move it by hitting G and then hold Control, and it should snap to that vertice. Now, I guess after this process, you probably would want to